1993 Honda FL250 Odyssey, second generation and highly original running condition, off-road use only, California.
What in the world is this going to go for? It's a motorcycle auction. It counts because it's a Honda. I think he wants it. $4,000. That's cool. I should have bought it. 1983 Honda Odyssey. What kid wouldn't want that? You know, some lucky kid in the early 80s saw that under the Christmas tree. Piece of history here, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. One of the most unusual, out-of-the-ordinary motorcycles Honda ever made. It is the 2004 Valkyrie Ruin, 6 cylinders, 1800 cc's, and very much un-Honda-like. This isn't the type of motorcycle that they would build, but heard great things from those who had it out on the road. This motor, you wouldn't have to stress it much to do the speed limit on the highway. I guarantee you that. Great styling. Check out these wheels. It's got the very cool 5 spokes on it. Serial number 001. 2004 Honda Road.
Look at the bike, 730, 30, Mr. Turn, sir, not gonna be 30,000, 90, not gonna be 9, down, beat down, 9, not gonna be 29,000 bid, last call, 20 bid, gonna be 9, internet, yes, no, 29,000 bid.
Oh, we may go a little higher, guys. Serial number 001 is a big deal.
Want to break the tie on the bike, 28,500 a bid. Does anybody want to break the tie on that? Not gonna be 25, not gonna be all done, 28,500 a bid. George? Where'd you go there, Chief? 28.5. I'd get him in their yard. I'd get him in a 20,005. Go close it there, and I'd get him in a close it at 20,000. Close it at 20, guys. We got to start with a 3.
Look at this with the pens. Welcome to Mecum Auctions. You ladies are talented. Nice work. What's your name?
Janine.
Nice to meet you. And who do we have over here?
Kathy.
Thank you guys for all the hard work keeping this auction going. So much to see, guys. We're going to be joined by John Kraman, the Human Encyclopedia, in a little bit. We'll get his top 5. But as for now, let's head downstairs and check in with Mike Konopacki and an unbelievable collection of Z1s. Nerves are a little high. We won't tie him up too long because he's about ready to hit the auction block and he has lofty goals. Did I mention there's a lot of motorcycles here? Oh my gosh, more than 2,000. Sometimes it's easy to lose track of who I want to cover, but I can see the Mike Konopacki collection from a mile away. Z1 fans, where are you at? There's no denying what those are. Let's go check them out. An immaculate restoration, 4 immaculate restorations. We'll see how the Pac-Man can do here as he hits the auction block. When Mike does a restoration, he's a stickler. He uses all NOS parts, and that is what the high-end collectors want. There is a reproduction market out there. You can get a lot of stuff that looks original, isn't quite, that'll cost you less, but that's not what the high-end collectors want. There's 275s. This is a 1974 right here, and this is the crown jewel of the collection. This is the motorcycle that started it all, guys. 1973 Z1 900. This was dubbed the New York Steak by Kawasaki. It won up the Honda CB 750 and changed the world as we know it. Gosh, if you watch this channel, how many Kawasaki Z1s, KZs have you seen on Cycle Drag? It became the small block Chevy of motorcycle drag racing. This one just immaculately restored. We'll see what the Pac-Man can get for it. Mike's hoping to get $25,000 for the 73 Z1. Some of you might be spitting out your coffee, but that is not unheard of. I think he's hoping to get about $20,000 for the 74 and 75s. Shout out to one of my best friends from my childhood, Richie Bowden. He had this bike. He says he's kicking himself, wishes he would have kept it. 1987 Kawasaki 125. Guys, a special treat. One of the most knowledgeable men ever. You recognize him from the Mecum broadcast. I call him the Human Encyclopedia, Mr. Car Kraman. Good to see you. I know you're Car Kraman. You should also be Motorcycle Kraman. Yeah. And I promised you, we're going to see John's top 5. And we start with number 5. John, not a lot of people know Harley-Davidson made a 250 MX bike. We're looking at a 78 right now. That is your number 5 pick. Tell me about it.
Right, and well said, Jack. You know, and I picked this because, first of all, with 2,000 plus motorcycles here, they're all fantastic in their own route. But I thought that your viewers would like to kind of hear something from my perspective, some unique bikes and some mainstream bikes, but all with a little bit of a story. Starting out with, like you say, the 1978 Harley 250 MX. Really an interesting deal. Now, of course, Harley-Davidson didn't make it, made by Mecum in Italy, but hit the market, only 500 were built, hit the market at a time period where the Japanese were slowly overtaking the European brands for dominance in motocross racing, as we know. So Harley-Davidson kind of got caught in the middle. But what makes this particular exact bike so special is literally never been ridden, never been raced. It was sold, of course, to a Harley-Davidson dealership and was on display its entire life. It would be sort of the gold standard or the pinnacle motorcycle for a restorer that wanted to restore one of these to see exactly what they were like back in the day. And it actually was a pretty wicked fast, good handling motorcycle. But as we know, the Japanese were a full strength ahead with every year or two, with constantly evolving their motocross bikes, adding more power, sophisticated suspension, more suspension travel, and of course the reliability that they're still legendary for. So, but a really great example and one of my favorites here.
Very cool. That is John's pick number 5. How about the Harley dirt bike? We've seen some big deviations from the motor company lately. The live wire, the V-Rod before that. Could you imagine if they get back into this game and maybe we're rooting for a Harley out there on the Supercross track, huh? I think a lot of fans would be into that.
Never say never, brother.
All right, Cycle Track Universe, real quick, if I could tell you a story. Here's one that's really special to me. It is the 1973 two-stroke triple, not the H2, it is the S2. It's 350 cc's. That is much smaller than the H2 750, as you know. It's kind of the little brother of the H2. Well, let me tell you something. This was my dad's first motorcycle. His was blue. He got it for, are you ready for this? $935 out the door. Because of that, to this day, his racing number is still 935. Well, he turned that into a drag bike. We were working on it, gosh, this must have been 30 years ago at this point, and we drive past a yard sale, and there's one of these sitting outside, an orange one. We approached the guy was super nice. He said, well, it's a 350, so how about you give me $350 for it? Bought it, still has it to this day, a great motorcycle. Now at Mecum, this one, I believe, expected to go over $10,000. And I talked to a few prospective buyers here, and they're just saying, man, we need this for our collection. They had the S1, the S3, the S2 is the one in the middle, and it was a whole lot of fun. A two-stroke triple with a lot of snap. It's a fun bike.
3,000, here, 3, down 4, down, get a minimum 5, down 5, down 5, down 5, down 6, down, get a minimum 6, down, get a minimum 7, hit 7 here, down, get a minimum 6, down, 7 here, 7 here, down, get a minimum 7 here, 6 and 7, hit 7 here, down, get a minimum 8, down, 8, down, 8, down, 8, down, get a minimum 7, 8, down, get a minimum 7, 8, 9, and 9, down, get a minimum 9, down, get a minimum 10, down, 10, down, 10, hit 10, down, get a minimum 10, down, get a minimum 10, down, 9,000, 10,000, you bet, hit 9, down, get a minimum 10, down, get a minimum, Paulie ran 95, thought so, now 10, and now 10, down, get a minimum 10, down, 10, 95 behind you, sir, down, get a minimum 10, 500, hit 10, 5 down, down, get a minimum 5 down, 10, down, get a minimum 5 down, 5 here, 5, hit 5 here, down, down, get a minimum 5, down, get a minimum 10, down, get a minimum 5 down, 10 down, 5, 5 half, sold at 10,000, sold $10,000,
$10,000, guys, 1973 Kawasaki S2 350, finally restored. Absolutely beautiful.